done for the Lisbon.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
This is my city. It's very good vibes.
Good vibes, man.
Good vibes.
Good f***ing vibes.
Yeah, I'm a good vibes, you good vibes. Good vibes.
Good vibes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm Thomas.
I'm Tim, and we're traveling around the world from city to city.
For each city we visit, we make contact with a local, a complete stranger to us, but someone who loves their city and wants to share that with us.
We're on a mission to find out what cities mean to the people who live in them.
It's a show about
People,
cities,
traveling,
culture,
food,
day life,
music,
nightlife,
and everything in between.
This is my city.
City, that's where we belong.
Where are we going yet?
Little 3-month adventure.
What's the first stop?
Lisbon! We're going to Lisbon.
I'm Thomas, I'm Irish, I'm 6'8".
I'm Tim, I'm American, and I'm not freakishly tall. This is it. We're setting off on a 3-month trip around the world to shoot the first season of This Is My City.
A year ago, we made a pilot episode in Reykjavik.
This is like the old Reykjavik, and over there you have a new Reykjavik.
And we basically had so much fun that we decided to quit our day jobs to make a whole season.
We just arrived in Lisbon. Where are we going? The Living Lounge Hostel in city center.
Lisbon is the capital of Portugal, and it's on the southwestern tip of mainland Europe. It's got that beautiful Mediterranean vibe here, you know, tiny little winding alleyways, wonderful architecture, Art Deco buildings. It's gorgeous. It's Friday, we're going to the beach. We're going to have a dip in the Atlantic to start off this trip. Yeah. We've arranged to meet a local in each city we visit, asking them to show us what it is they love about the city they live in.
How's your swim?
Spectacular.
We're trying to say, don't go to a place with a plan, go to a place without a plan. And let the place and the people there show you what to do there. That evening we went to Largo Camões to meet up with our Lisbon hosts, Francisco and Rita, who we found through a friend of a friend of a friend.
How are you?
Francisco and Rita are Lisbon natives and best friends. Rita works in film, Francisco works in fashion photography, and they both share a strong passion for their city. Immediately they seemed like a great pair.
Life of Francisco, it's all
Very
party.
good, yeah.
Ah, you like
My
party?
name Francisco Party.
The first stop on their itinerary was dinner at Rita's friend's place, Estrela da Bica, which was in Barwalt. There we met their friend David, who was joining us for the evening.
This is what we call tasca. Tasca, typical Portuguese small restaurant.
The food there was great, and it was a really nice, cozy place to get to know our new Lisbon friends.
After dinner we went on a bit of a pub crawl in the Barro Alto area.
The Barrio Alto area is amazing. It's just a bunch of these tiny bars at the top of this hill, and all the bars get really crowded and really hot. So basically everyone just hangs out in the street, and the street becomes the bar. It's just a great place to roam around with a beer in hand. In Portuguese, Barrio Alto translates to upper district. So everyone starts the night at the top of the hill, and as the evening goes on, everyone just kind of naturally goes downhill.
What's happening?
We're going downhill.
You're going downhill.
Yeah, we both are.
So then we went to Indie Bar.
Indie Bar was really nice. It's the first bar we really stopped in and had a chat and hung out for a little bit. It was actually on its own corner by itself, and there was just a lot of people around. And we spent a little time there talking to the locals, asking them their thoughts on the city.
I like Lisbon because it's not too big and it's not too small.
There was kind of good nighttime energy. We were flowing with the city a little bit.
So where are we going?
No, my English is terrible.
Along the pub crawl we stopped in at Purex, which was one of Francisco's favorite bars.
I think that's when Francisco's personality started to come out.
we started to realize that Francisco is quite a popular gentleman.
At that point, their friend David really wanted to take us to this bar called Rehab.
Go to Rehab. Where are we going, people? Rehab!
Went in there and it was kind of like, what's going on here?
I walked in and some really big, sweaty, shirtless gentleman poured a huge shot of whiskey down my throat.
Mr. Rehab was loose and on a mission to get everybody there wasted. So we slipped out before it was too late.
Francisco really wanted to go to Lux, which was his favorite club in Lisbon. We weren't going to be able to film in there, but we decided it was just something that we had to see.
We came here to experience what the best club in Lisbon is all about.
See you on the other side, baby.
Alright, man.
It was an amazing place. We were actually at the club until it closed. I mean, it's weird being at a really nice dance club until the lights come on at 8 in the morning.
Cheers.
We really got to know Francisco at Lux. Like, he kind of took us under his wing. He introduced us to everybody. He was like a ball of energy. It's always nice to stay awake in a city until the sun comes up. I think that's something we're going to be doing a lot of.
It was a good start to the trip. It was a very good start.
On Saturday morning, we went to meet Rita and Francisco in Grassa, which is a neighborhood up on the hill. When on our way to Grassa, we went by Yellow Tram. That's a really, really cool way of getting around and something I loved about the city. They're these old, tiny little trams that look like they're going to topple over. And they go up these crazy winding hills. It's obviously something they preserved from like a long time ago. Things used to be like so much more considered in their design. And it's really nice to see a city like keeping so much of its history. Because I think it just makes people appreciate the city more. We met them at Miradora de Grassa. And there was a nice cafe outside. We had coffee and ham and cheese sandwiches. It was very nice little breakfast, lunch, brunch.
I love this place because I have a nice view, and in the end of the day I have amazing lights, the sunset over there near the river, and it's beautiful and very calm.
Rita and Francisco informed us that they were taking us on a walking tour of the historic districts. So we walked through Grassa and down into Alfama. It's famous for its tiny, narrow, winding streets and houses that are really close together. All the streets intertwine and they go around corners and they create squares and they create little spaces for people to hang out with each other, and creates for a very nice environment.
It was good for them too because they hadn't been through that area in a long time, and I'm sure you don't go through a 4-hour walk through your city every weekend, you know, so I think they both really enjoyed that a lot, as much as we did.
So then we went to the center of town for some coffee and croissants.
This is Brasileira, the most famous coffee in the center of the town.
I gotta say, I love the Lisbon coffee culture. It's a little espresso, it's really strong, really good, and you have them all the time. You have probably like 6 or 7 a day. You drink them right up at the counter, so it's a really quick little ritual. And they're delicious. Then we went next door to Bernard's to get some chocolate croissants.
This is the croissant. Croissant, the most famous croissant in Lisbon.
Fantastic.
Which is hot and like dripping and delicious.
The sweets here are fantastic. That goes without saying.
We're going to the Mistur to eat this croissant. The summer, this is open, and it's very nice because you have beer, and all the people come after work to drink a beer, to see the sunset and stay here.
We met some of Rita and Francisco's friends up there, and we just sat around and watched the sunset and ate chocolate croissants. It was just a spectacular end to a spectacular day in Lisbon. But of course, the night was just beginning.
Where are we going?
We're going to listen to some Fado music. What is Fado?
It's the most popular music here. It's very famous, and you cry when you listen, and it feels like, oh my God, I feel this music in my veins. Something like that.
Right. Yeah, we went to this place called Mesa de Frades, which was in Alfama. It was a really intimate, small family restaurant. They turn down the lights and make sure everyone's really quiet.
Sofri por ti é verdade, e agora no meu coração já não mora o desespero.
Fado is a song from the heart and the soul. Each fado is a story. You can sing love, life, death, everything. You must sing the fado with loneliness, with the heart. When you close the lights and you feel you are alone.
Vive tanto com a saudade que lhe ganhei a afeição e agora já não
It was very, very hot during the Fado, and when you came out of there, you were just like covered in sweat. You were soaking wet.
Oh God, I am completely drenched.
That was good. What did you think?
It's brilliant.
The music was really emotional and quite intense, and you came out of there looking like you'd just been reborn or something. Instead of weeping, you were sweating.
Instead of weeping, I was sweating, exactly.
Let's go!
Let's go! Incognito.
What's in Incognito, Francisco?
Incognito is a rock bar.
You like?
Yeah, I like.
You take Guilherme.
I'm drink. What's the name? Jägermaster. Jägermaster.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
Shot Jägermaster.
Yeah.
Jägermaster. I love.
Incognito was a banging little club. The DJ was excellent. We basically danced the night away with our new Lisbon friends and let the amazing day we'd had soak in. I remember thinking, this adventure is off to the perfect start.
Today.
Yes.
When we started to right now.
Yeah. What do you want to?
It's an amazing day, yeah?
Okay.
Right?
Amazing.
Right?
Yes.
You guys were the best this morning.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wake up to me, sunshine.
Sunday we got off to a bit of a late start.
Hey, you son of a bitch, what's going on?
I don't even know where we're going. Where's the place we're going?
Belém.
We're going to Belém. The plan for that afternoon was to drive out to Cabo da Roca, which is the farthest point west of mainland Europe. We met in Belém for a late breakfast at Os Geronimos. We had bacalhau and ginger.
Bacalhau is a fish. It's a big fish.
After our unusual breakfast of salted cod and cherry liqueur, we set off for Cabo da Roca.
We were about halfway out there when Rita started to have some car problems, so we had to pull over.
Not good. It's not good.
It's a little car, so I have some problems.
Yeah. I know a lot about engines.
You do?
Yeah, like everything. I used to fix cars, make them actually, build them. I just want to see if they can figure it out by themselves.
Francisco and Rita were gonna have to stay with the car, so they got their friends Dave and Jerry to come out and pick us up.
I think it's okay. We can leave it here.
It was actually great that David came when he did, because we were able to make it out there just in time to catch the sunset.
It was a really cool place. There were these giant rocks jutting out of the ocean, and you could see this amazing beach down below.
You and Jerry ran all the way down to the sea, which I knew you were going to. And I just stopped and admired the view.
And it was just so peaceful out there.
You and Jerry had a good old-fashioned howl at the moon. And then it was time to go back and find our car-troubled friends. We met up with them at Miradoro de São Pedro de Alcantara, another unpronounceable but stunning Lisbon lookout point.
No, save your euro for cervezas.
We were all pretty hungry at this point, so Francisco took us to his favorite restaurant, this lovely little Art Deco place called Foxtrot. We ate some burgers, we drank some sangria, we acted like children. It was great.
Just when we thought the weekend was coming to an end, Francisco had other ideas.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
To the left.
Not to the left side, the left bar.
No, left bar.
Francisco took us to all the clubs that he and his friends like to go to, which apparently is all the clubs in Lisbon. First stop was to the left, and then we went to Kremlin, which was a really nice club that was inside of a cave.
We showed up at 3 in the morning and it was completely empty because we were too early. Imagine that.
Throughout this club crawl, Francisco would pull this flashlight out of his bag and play weird Lisbon tour guide.
Portugal! Oh yeah.
I'm not sure when it was exactly, but I started developing a real friendship with Francisco. You know, Francisco was a bit shy to begin with because his English wasn't that good, but it got better and better when he was on his own. It's not that often that you have a really strong connection with somebody. I think we just saw eye to eye. We were very similar in many ways.
Eventually, we ended up at this place by the water called Urban Beach.
They made this fake beach essentially on the river. It was an amazing place actually.
And for you?
Obrigado.
Rita!
And then Rita finally went home. I think it was like 6 in the morning again.
Yeah, we again partied till 6 a.m. Again. What was it? Friday night till 8 a.m., Saturday night till 6 a.m., Sunday night till 6 a.m. Lisbon!
Hello.
Boa tarde.
Boa tarde.
Boa tarde. Where are we going, Rita?
Going to Sesimbra, my holiday's house.
Yeah, at some point on Sunday, Rita invited us to her parents' summer house in a little town called Sesimbra.
It's not good weather, but I think it will be a great time.
Excellent.
To have someone that we've only known for a couple days invite us out to their beach house was just an unbelievable gesture on their part, just to show how warm and open and giving those people are.
We're doing something which is what a group of friends in Lisbon would do if they had some time to kill in the summertime. They brought some wine, they brought some food, we had aperitifs, we met their friends Bruno and Selena.
I just remember sitting there thinking, like, how the hell did we end up here with these amazing people at this gorgeous beach house here?
We went to a great little seafood restaurant and had a lovely meal overlooking the sea.
It just all felt so comfortable. And it was a nice, relaxing change of pace from the non-stop Lisbon nightlife.
Good morning, sir.
On Tuesday, Francisco and Rita put together another amazing day for us, visiting some of their favorite places outside of the city.
We went to this castle on the hill in Sesimbra called Castello de Sesimbra, and it was really eerie because we were in the clouds essentially. It was a super old castle from the 12th century.
We're at the Cristo Rei statue. The Cardinal of Lisbon went to Rio and he's like, man, they got a cool statue, we need to have one of them, so they built one here as well.
After our visit to the Jesus statue, we took a ride out to Sintra, which is this really cute little town up in the mountains.
It was just a nice rhythm. The day had a nice flow to it, you know?
We went to the Quinta de Regadera. I can never say that. Even when Rita would say it, I was like, what are you saying there?
We are in Quinta da Regaleira. It's a beautiful place.
Quinta de Regalera is this World Heritage Site in the forests up above Sintra. It's a pretty magical place with all these wells and caves and turrets to explore. Then we just chatted to Francisco and Rita. It felt like the end of our trip was near.
I met Francisco 1 year ago in
The Studio Film Festival.
We are best friends now.
Yeah.
They're just so nice, those two. They're just so nice. It's really a great feeling to arrive in a city and make such strong friendships with complete strangers. Hopefully we do a lot more of that on this trip.
Lisbon was amazing, I thought. It's an incredibly beautiful city. The cobblestones, the architecture, the coffee shops, the trams, the beach, the river. It's got this amazing quality of light at dawn and at sunset especially. It's like a stunningly beautiful place.
I really couldn't have asked for a better way to start off this world trip. We had an amazing time. We ate some really good food, we got a little taste of Lisbon culture, and we got a heavy dose of their awesome nightlife.
Lisbon is, in Portuguese, a puta de loucura.
It means Lisbon is a crazy bitch.